Jim Jones just went crazy and crashed out on Tony Yayo on Memphis Bleek's podcast, who also don't like Tony Yayo. You're probably wondering, why don't Memphis Bleek like Tony Yayo and why don't Jim Jones like Tony Yayo? Well, if you stay long enough in this video, I'm going to explain the exact reason why Jim Jones crashed out and even react to the crash out. Let's start with Memphis Bleek because their issue is a whole lot simpler and he didn't really say much, okay? So Memphis Bleek hates Tony Yayo because Tony Yayo has an issue with Jay-Z for the most part, which that's not all to the story, even though Tony Yayo has been an outspoken advocate against Jay-Z and Memphis Bleek is like Jay-Z's brother. But Tony Yayo even said, yo, Jay-Z tried to stop 50 Cent from doing the Super Bowl. That's also why he has a grudge against Jay-Z. But during Tony Yayo's interview with Shannon Sharp, Tony Yayo says Jay-Z is a hater. He don't take care of nobody. He don't want to see nobody win. He don't put nobody on. He will even point to Memphis Bleek and he will say, yo, look at Memphis Bleek. He not out here winning. He not out here shining. Jay-Z don't take care of him. Jay-Z don't take good care of him. Well, at least not as good as 50 Cent take care of me.
Like I just said, we just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring. Still. And I do my own tours too for people. Oh, yo.
You see,
I do my own tours. I did tours in Canada. I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps. And that's why I don't care about the hate. Cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour. Like something with Memphis Bleek. Memphis Bleek said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too, if you want to say that. To Memphis Bleek, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleek on the stage or him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man shit with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money. I'm going to
That's that man girl too. That's it. That's Hov's wife tour.
Yeah, that's Hov wife tour.
So I believe if Hov was out on his own, he would bring Bleek out. There is no need for him to bring Bleek in a situation where it looked like if this was last tour you're talking about with the Cowboy Carter.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, because I look at Bleek as a loyal guy, like I'm a loyal guy to Jay. But I look at like Fifth, my guy Hervé, one day we had TRL, and it's the Young Gunners there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him out, and Hervé says loud, "You don't gotta worry about nothing. You got 50. Jay-Z doesn't do nothing for these guys like 50 does." And Hervé, I think he worked with them too. But he said that to me, and that always stuck in my head. Rest in peace to him.
And going back and forth over who got the better sugar daddy is always a strange concept and it's crazy. I was always taught, bruh, right, you can't feed your family off what another man caught, because once that man stop feeding you or stop taking it away, what, like your family won't eat? So I think it's a crazy concept. Hey, yo, 50 take care of me more. Nah, Jay take care of me more. That's crazy. Men should take care of themselves, okay? Now, if the homie is helping you, or let's say, yo, 50 Cent gives me more help, but even that's a weird thing to brag about, you feel me? But I guess his entire thing is, yo, Jay-Z is flawed. He don't do for nobody. He's selfish. I feel like this was more so of a dig at Jay-Z than it was, I guess, like bragging about like having a sugar daddy, but still, bro, like it's just a weird thing to brag about. Now, Memphis Bleek was on Drink Champs and he responded back to this. Okay, so here's what Memphis Bleek had to say.
I seen something Tony Yayo said, Hov don't look out for me like 50 look out for him.
Oh, where he said that?
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, okay.
I'm chewing aloud on my own. If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there. So when y'all see me out here, that's the Blizzle budget. But back to you, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just want to let niggas know Hov don't have to.
So,
Memphis Bleek and Tony Yayo, for the most part, don't really got beef. I think over the years, they've even like been in similar places together. They've done work together. But this right here kind of caused a rift, but Memphis Bleek still hasn't said it's completely like F Tony Yayo. Now, Tony Yayo does have a history of calling people out for not taking care of their guys. And that's the same reason why him and Jim Jones got beef as of lately. because obviously we know, like the history with G-Unit beefing with Cameron and Jim Jones and Dipset. We know that history, but I believe that history is like far beyond them, right? Far behind them, I should say. But as of lately, over the last couple of years, Jim Jones and Tony Yayo got beef over something similar, where Tony Yayo was on, I believe it was the Math Hoffa podcast, and he's talking about how Jim Jones left Stack Bundles in the hood to die, and because Jim Jones didn't take care of Stack Bundles was killing the hood, and that's foul. If you guys don't know who Stack Bundles is, we'll break it down after this clip.
This is the difference between me and other niggas, right? Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers in the world.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Right?
Ryan
Squad.
Rest in peace.
Far Rock.
Yep.
You understand? Jim Jones, he had Stack Bundles, he had Max B. I looked at it like, wait, Stack Bundles, we had a portion, was still in the hood. No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that motherfucker barefoot. I look at the statue, look at it.
Get the
See,
socks.
that's when a nigga love you, nigga. Get the socks, nigga. Sneakers Dior, nigga. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split. Because you go back to 134, anywhere, Baisley, right, Brooklyn, pew, shit get split. Once I got shit, nigga shot my shit up. Bentleys and all that. Y'all can get that sneaker, just toss that over there. My shit's official. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, but nigga put me in position. Rest in peace of Stack, but Stack got killed in the project with a Porsche.
Yeah.
Nigga, come on, nigga, I'm from the hood, nigga. Y'all niggas thought, nigga. I done been around the Black Justice and seen the Preems and all that, nigga. The E-Money bags, all that, nigga. The younger niggas under that.
So with everything you saw.
Maserati Fox. Real nigga, huh?
With everything that you saw, what would you change?
I just pray to God every time I leave the house.
But what would you change?
Change what?
Pass the cup.
I heard you talk about all the shit you went through, all the shit niggas is still going through.
What God,
one of them cups
listen,
just for
what
the
God
ashtray.
got planned for you is planned for you, brother. God already know what's planned for you in life.
God planned for you to come here and spaz on y'all niggas tonight.
I spaz?
I'm just saying it was a plan.
I mean, I do be on some Hollywood shit in Europe. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Something like, yo, stop talking about Europe. I don't, like, when you come here, you gotta deal
Don't
with
treat
niggas.
Vlad like that, bro. See how niggas is? See how
No,
niggas
I
is,
had nothing
bro?
with Vlad.
He ain't treat Vlad
do
like
with Europe.
this. He ain't
I
treat
do
Vlad
things
like
you have to
this,
do with
my
Europe.
nigga.
When you go to
I've been hard on Jim Jones on this channel, but in terms of Stack Bundles, now Stack Bundles was signed to Jim Jones, one of Jim Jones' homies. Jim Jones took him on tour, things of that such. People have always lived by that Jim Jones did not do enough for Stack Bundles, and that's why Stack Bundles was unfortunately killed and shot in the hood. He never left the hood, okay? Now, the reason why I've always gave Jim Jones the benefit of the doubt, because nobody really knows the dynamic. I got friends who's hard-headed. I've got friends who have came to me and said, yo, I want to do YouTube. I've given them the blueprint. I've given them everything they need, even offered to buy them a PC and 2 monitors. And they refuse to take my advice, even though people are literally paying me for the advice I'm giving to my friends for free. So I understand how hard it is to want something more than somebody else wanted. But with Stack Bundles and Jim Jones, why people give Jim Jones like a lot of flack is because Jim Jones took Stack Bundles' style, how he dressed, his cadence, his mannerism, right? Like Stack Bundles was one of those dudes where if he didn't meet his unfortunate demise, bro, Stack Bundles would have probably been like at a Paris fashion show. Like Stack Bundles would have been like A$AP Rocky. Like that's how influential Stack Bundles was. And people always felt like, man, Jim Jones took the sauce and left him to starve it. But Jim Jones have always said that that's not the case. He's always maintained that he tried everything in his power to get Stack Bundles out the hood. He did everything he could do for Stack Bundles, but they just didn't want to leave. And he didn't leave Stack Bundles out to starve. He did everything he could, gave him hella money.
I want to say this. The problem is, when she was on the show, she had said that she had heard about you wasn't giving Stack money, but people don't know that when Stack asked you for the bread, you were going to the bank. I think the bank was closed. Something happened because me and Bino talked about it. I remember being there, and you was going to give him
more money after the money he spent because we was on tour. He like,
Yeah.
geez, I spent all that tour money, geez,
I
on Pop,
remember.
a bucket. Whatever he
remember.
did, brought another Porsche, BMW. He like, yo, Pop, geez, you said a closed mouth don't get fed, geez, I'm Pop, geez, I'm hurting.
It's a fact.
And when I told him, I said, yo, go get 25 grand from the bank tomorrow. He like, oh, yo, what's up with that Wrangler truck? I'm like, I left that shit in Brooklyn. I don't even want that shit. I don't even know what block it's on. Matter of fact, it's by the car shop where I got the Maserati from. He like, you let me get that, G's. I'm like, go take it. You probably got to get a new key. He like, oh, I'm going to go get that tomorrow, G's. You different, G's. And we all know the rest of the story.
Why do you think that people have this misconception of what happened? Why do you think even her? Why do you think that? Where did that come from?
Nobody likes to hear the truth.
Because we were there. Bino get mad all the time, and he gets offended. And he was one of the people that called me. He was like, "That's not true." They think that what they think is that Stack asked you. He told you he wanted to leave. They said that Stack told you he wanted to leave. He wanted to move, and you didn't move him out. But that's not true.
You don't want to hear? You want to hear that story? All right. For Stacks and them, I was about to buy Stacks, the kid Max and Melly, a whole brownstone in New Jersey. None of them wanted to leave the hood, and I was not about to waste my money. And I was what I offered them. I went shopping for the shit and all that type of shit.
Yeah, we remember that, right, Bass? We remember that. Shout out to Bass. I remember the conversation.
And I'm like, yo, you bugging. You want to, like, yo, you could go to the hood every day, but you're going to be living in Jersey. Like, you're going to be living better than, like, you heard? And you don't have to worry about paying for no rent or nothing like that. I'm just trying to get you niggas out the hood. Melly, too. And Melly ended up getting shot, right? Like none of these niggas would listen, and everything that happened that you know can happen in the hood end up happening and shit like that. You know what I mean? But everything to try to protect them for what I know could have happened to them, I tried. You heard? From getting all of these cars to getting all these everything. You can imagine everything. Private jets, Miami, hundreds of thousands in one weekend, 2 tour buses, Atlanta. Like, cannot front on how I had my boys moving. And I'm only talking about this because you was there, and you and Stacks were best friends, or Bino, a couple others and shit like that. Other than I don't even talk to people about Stacks and what went on, but we was sending it out. This was not on our level when we was moving, and no way.
Regardless of if you believe him or not, that's the story. Now, in this interview, Jim Jones was emotional. Jim Jones was spazzing out on a lot of people. Now, at that time, Tony Yayo hadn't said what he said yet, but you could understand why Jim Jones would be upset, right? Like, Jim Jones gets really emotional when it comes to stack bundles. I wasn't there, so I can't tell you what the truth is, or if he's telling the truth about the 25,000 or the G-Wagon or whatever. I don't know, all right? But what I do know is Jim Jones takes things like this personally when it comes to stack. So with Tony Yayo, he took it personally, okay? Because when Jim Jones and Memphis Bleek sat down to have a conversation, when Tony Yayo came up, Jim Jones didn't hold back, bro. Memphis Bleek kind of held back with Tony Yayo. Jim Jones ain't hold back, bro. Like, Jim Jones unleashed.
Well, a lot of, me from the hood, so people look at Bleek and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh, yeah.
But that's why, that's why you got niggas like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo, smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of. Nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. Nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
you
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why,
ounces, nigga.
That's why
paid in full movie. Nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's why he worried about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know I got it, nigga. What's up? The
ain't
bag
nobody,
is up. The bolsa.
Hey,
Flea, where the bolsa at, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of over here, B. Nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. They deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we. Ain't no who nigga. Take care of who, nigga. You know who doing it. We live. We getting money.
Nigga. We take care of everybody. Nigga. We take care of each other. Nigga.
That's a fact, my G. But linking back up with you, Jim, we missed out on a lot of opportunity, bro. But we ain't gonna miss it out going forward. We need to put some pain together, bro.
Don't lie.
No. There's really nothing here to react to. He said what he said. None of these guys are starving, bro. Like, none of these dudes are broke, right? None of them, right? They're just arguing about who sugar daddy is taking care of them more. Now, Jim Jones went off about how rich he is and how broke Tony Yayo is in comparison to him. But that's not what Tony Yayo, I guess, critiqued you for. Like, Tony Yayo critiqued you. He says, I know you rich, because Tony Yayo even said, yo, Jim is good. So he said, I know you rich, but your homies don't look like they rich. Your homies don't look like they cool. Your homies don't look like they on. Which I believe if he would have addressed that again, that would have been, I guess, more appropriate response, but not just going over how rich you are and how broke Tony Yayo is, okay? Now, Tony Yayo responded back on his Instagram story, and here's what Yayo had to say in response to Jim Jones and Memphis Bleek going off on him.
Everything y'all niggas do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything y'all niggas go across the street that way, I'm going up. Holla at your boy. I do other things, man. I don't do what y'all niggas do. I don't do what niggas do. I don't watch niggas' money. I don't care. I just do what I do.
Interesting choice for a repost as well. Reposted Jim Jones' arch nemesis and top op Max B, okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section whose side are you guys on. Are you guys on Jim Jones' side for once? Or are you guys on Tony Yayo's side, okay? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, here, or here on my screen to find out about the huge Brick Baby and Whack 100 drama. Also, I've made $90,000 in 28 days on YouTube. I want to show you how I do it and how to grow on YouTube really fast. So click on the link in the description for the full course on it, as well as one-on-one consultations. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.